water. So often 2 days a week we would go to Wanhuaguan to bathe.
早期龙山寺没有瓦斯，都是靠烧水，所以他们要洗澡的话要去文化馆，一个礼拜上去2次这样。
Very peaceful place, very beautiful. And you know when I'll tell you a little story that was quite interesting. But when in New York, just when Dong Chu La Fa Shi passed away, Shifu, when Shifu got a phone call from Taiwan that he passed away, he called up his students. He called us up all, and he was very emotional. And he said that Dong Chu had passed away. He had to go back to Taiwan. He didn't know when he would be coming back.
So, 那个时候就是东初老人过世的时候，他就要讲一个有趣的故事。就东初老人过世的时候，他知道师父知道消息以后，就打电话给他们这些弟子。
So
师父那时候有一点激动。
I think the next day I went to up to Dajia Si to see Shifu, and Shifu told me a story. He said that the night before, it would have been 12-hour difference. The night before Dong Chu La Fa Shi passed away, Shifu was trying to meditate and then go to sleep, and he couldn't calm his mind down. You know, his mind kept thinking about things, and he said he kept thinking about the Chan lineage.
所以那时候就是在东初老人过世的前一天，因为有12小时的时差，所以师父就告诉 Dan 说，前一天晚上他就打坐以后准备去睡觉，可是呢一直睡不着。他睡不着呢，他想的是什么？就是想的禅的传承这个问题。通常他应该不会这样，可是那天晚上就是。
So he kept thinking of all the different masters in the 曹洞宗的 传法禅师这样的 one by one, right? And something he couldn't think of. So he actually got up and went to the library and was going through the historical texts to try to remember who these people were. And it was the next day, some hours later, that he got called from Taiwan and Dong Chu had passed away. So he felt that somehow this was some kind of ganyin, he had some kind of sense of Dong Chu's passing. And then when sorry.
所以那个他在想这个曹洞宗的传承，有一些就是说一代一代的传，可是他有些传承的祖师他想不起来了，所以他就爬起来去查资料，结果第2天呢，就接到东初老人过世的消息，所以他认为这个是一种感应。
And then when I got to Taiwan and met, the nuns of, Wanhuaguan, Nongchan Si, Sigo Sibei, they told me many, stories about how Dong Chu Fa Shi, the day before he passed away, the morning before he passed away, got up and cleaned himself. And that afternoon or evening, he told them to put out new robes for him for the next day. Or give him a new set of robes, pull out a clean set of robes, and not to prepare his breakfast. Yeah, so you know these stories, yeah. So it's very interesting to hear, from many different sides, the stories about Master Dong Chu's last day.
You heard from Shifu?
I heard it from Go and Spo.
Yeah. 所以后来也听到另外一方面，就是说师父告诉他说。其实东初老人在过世前一天，他就已经有准备了，他就先自己沐浴，然后呢，叫他们把这个衣服都准备好，然后还告诉他们，第2天不用准备早餐了。意思就是说他准备走了。这是他从另外一方面听到的。
这是文化宫的师伯王旭珍国家师啊。他们3个人住在文化馆，开花看春天了。这是文化馆的大殿呢，照得不清楚啊，但是好 庄严。这是文华馆的主堂，这是东珠老法师啊，这是四波四沟出赛啊，在文华馆出庭啊。这是这个大殿，他们准备做那个万佛唱，佛名唱，千佛唱，这是新年，过年的，过年，谢谢过年的，对，这个好玩啊，非常this is very beautiful, ritual. Yeah.
很优美的仪式，庄严。
So, one side of the room, as they chant the name of a Buddha, one side of the room would prostrate while the other chants, and then with the next name, this side would prostrate while this side stood up and chant the name. So they alternate back and forth. Very beautiful melody. I can't remember it, but maybe Guo Xianshi can remember it.
然后大家这边唱，那边就是拜，然后那边唱的时候，这边就拜，很替的。
好像是3天拜佛，对不对？3天拜佛。
3天。
这国相师啊，他大木鱼啊，这国范师啊，蔡瑞峰啊，还有李瑞珍，哎，你看，现在这边拜啊，是3天一直的拜这样子。在那个时候还要给穷人啊米呀，这样子，所以人很活泼，很高兴啊。在家人啊等帮助，这些人很高兴。你看那个脸走，这是我最喜欢的照相片啊，他很有意思，不记他心情。这是国父师啊，不是国父师，这是国父就是，国父菩萨。有一段时间他住在那边嘛，常常帮助。对，这是清明节，就是智光和尚我们师父带我们到那边去，怎么讲呢？扫塔，这样子。国饭师就是这个。在那个时候，他给我们开始啊，因为我们供养供养像啊，对不对？诵经啊，上香诵经啊。给我们一点开始。I can't remember too clearly, but he said something like, do you think Zhi Guang is here or not?
那个时候师父也有开示，他会问他们：你认为智光老和尚还在这儿吗
？Says I don't know. He says probably not here. He says, but if he passed away such and such a year, he must be such and such age now, maybe 16 years old or something like that.
所以他如果死了，
If he was reborn，
还在投胎了以后，他应该多少岁了
？So he said, offering him incense, do you think it does any good？ 我们回向功德给他有用吗？是这样的意思。我们说，不知道啊，师父啊。But he says, no, he says, probably not, no good. He says, but why do we do this? 我们为什么撒他？
没有什么用。那我们为什么要做这个呢
？Light incense. He says, we do it because we remember him. We commemorate him. His memory of our master's master and what we've received from him.
所以我们纪念他，因为他是传法给我们的。
So yeah, you can see his shirt just looks very, very serious.
师父相当严肃。
This is also the 千佛名唱。
那个过年的时候。
过年的时候。
千佛唱。
这是三皈。
这是最后的皈依。
那个手上忘了他师父给人三皈依。是那次是这样子，是我照相的，有小孩子，还有 all people of all ages. So he's explaining the precepts and giving, the 3 refuges and giving 3 refuges here.
所以师父在给他们说三皈依。
It's nice, right? So still that way, even in the United